What up, what up, what up, my beautiful gang? It's your awesome girl, DJ Dejane Clemens, your beautiful host of the important Hour Art Show. Today, I bring another awesome special guest. She is the one and only best teaching culinary arts. Let's give it up for Tai Clark. Yay!
Hi, thanks for having me.
How you doing? How you doing today?
Fantastic. I can't complain at all. Life is good. Life is good. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Let me tell you,
Mm-hmm.
you are amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Now, I know we're gonna get onto the food because, girl, you got me craving for more.
I got you.
But I gotta let the people know who in the world and how we actually interacted too. So let me tell the folks. I met Tai actually no different from how I met Keith at Above Our Studios as well. And you were helping out with Keith and his, his book and his own artistry as well. And it was kind of cool how we kind of connected as well because we had a little moment too where we got to talk to each other. You was telling me about your shelf industry and everything, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty dope." And we had a little bit of a break or whatever, but when we came back, and I was like, after interviewing Keith, and I was like, "Yo, wait, I gotta get Tai too. I can't just leave that hanging now because Tai be killing it out here too." And I was just so motivated and confident, especially like studying a little bit more about you and your work. Craft. I mean, this woman is a killer threat when it comes down to the culinary part gang. Like, she's a gang. But I can keep on rambling all day and every day. But I think people want to ask you, who the heck is Tai Clark?
Tai Clark is a Brick City native. I was born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. I love my city. I believe it's the best city in the entire world. I am a culinary arts teacher. I am a chef. I have a catering company. I am a twin. I am a daughter. I am an auntie, which I take my role very serious because I don't have no babies yet. And I'm a family lover. I love my family. I love social gatherings, which is probably the reason why I became a chef. Because eating is a social thing, and that's the way you show each other love, and that's the number one ingredient in anything that you cook is always love. So that's me.
I love it, and it's like I want to go a little bit further about that love. What really actually started you into culinary arts? Because I realized in 2009. Correct me. 2009, you got your educational degree, and then all of a sudden you switch it up by going to Las Vegas.
Yes.
Like, what made you think and say, I got to go to Vegas after getting my educational degree?
Well, it's funny. I never thought that I would become an educator. My family, my father and my grandmother, so the Clark side of my family, they own schools, Abbott schools, by the way. And when I first got out of high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I became a waitress at Ruby Tuesdays.
Wow.
And making a lot of money, 18, don't really know what's going on. Yeah. You feel I'm making $100 a day, and that's a lot of money to tax-free. That's a lot of money to an 18-year-old. And then I kind of fell in love with the hospitality field, watching the bartender and seeing how the bartender operates and how much money the bartender makes as well. Yeah. That was intriguing. So then I started working at B. Hathaway's, which is it's now Cornbread. But when I was 18, it was a bar called B. Hathaway's, and it was $2 Tuesdays. So once I got once I got my bartending license, I went there and they gave me a job as a bartender. And then I started noticing even more of the hospitality field when it came to club promotions and throwing a party. So I decided that I wanted to learn all aspects of the event and become an event planner.
Wow.
So I started promoting parties at the age of 19. I was promoting high school parties. which was a crazy time because that was like at the height of gangs in Newark. So it was definitely a dangerous thing. So I promoted high school parties, I promoted college parties, and I also promoted adult parties at B. Hathaway's. So at that point, I just switched gears and said, you know what, let me go and become a chef so I could know all aspects of the event.
Wow.
If I'm an event planner. And then I went to culinary school and realized that the chef is the event planner. So I was in the right spot. Yeah.
That is some, especially how Keith definitely says it. Evolution. Evolution. But most importantly, the journey. It is so true. I mean, that's very intriguing how it just like, you know, certain things happen for, you know, a reason for the season. Nothing is set in stone. And that is very amazing how your path had built you to one level and then took you and rise you to another. I also wanted a little bit just to pick your brain too. After you graduated, you know, and finished culinary in Las Vegas and stuff, you came back. And what did you came back with the motivation of doing afterwards? Because you came with a different mindset after. I know that for a fact.
When I came back, it was really to establish my catering company, which, as you can see on my shirt, it's there you go.
There you go. Okay. Yeah.
And that's a funny story in itself as well. But with me starting my catering company, I needed the family support. So I said, let me move back home and get the backing and the support of my family. So my sister was very influential in the whole process. Sister, and I love her to death for it because I was sleeping on my niece's full-size bed, and you know, she was helping me establish, you know, moving back home, because a lot of times people feel like can associate moving back with failure. But I love the West. I love being out West, but moving back home, or even being from Newark, New Jersey, it gave me a certain level of confidence. That's why I say I love my food. And I was really able to, Vegas was the best choice for me to move and go and discover more of myself. But moving back was also one of the best choices that I made too. When I moved back home, I got a chance to study and learn and look at different chefs and move around and get more experience, and also hammer in what I actually wanted to do with my company. And that takes trial and effort. That takes effort. And, you know, sometimes you got to go forward and you got to hit reverse, or you got to make a left or a right. But, you know, it's all your journey. And I appreciate that. So going home for my safe haven, because, you know, my family is my safe haven and who I go to when I need it.
There you go. You're pretty much, just to go a little bit more elaborate, family is important.
Yes.
You need every single one of the support and the system to keep not just yourself, but even just them. It's a full circle.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. And I just enjoy what I really truly enjoy. And I notice it's important into your business as well. You make the whole business as a family aspect. The way that you have which I'm going to bring up pretty soon. The way that you collaborated with multiple folks around Newark, New Jersey, and not Newark, but even outside of Newark. It's just so cool how you got to collaborate. Yoga instructors doing vegan foods, or like, you know, healthier type of brunches or such, and even from a private, intimate. I saw you recently did a nice private event with a man who was trying to get engaged to his partner, and that was just amazing and mind blowing of how you set that event up too. You know, I'm definitely going to show you guys pretty soon, but it's just so beautiful how you use what you take at home and put it into a place of business and say, this is my whole message. It's not only about food and the essence and the beauty of it, but it's also a togetherness. Because people talk to me. I remember we had an awesome conversation recently too, how important your family was, how you recently, you know, God bless their soul, but how they how to influence your auntie, your uncles, and even your own mother. How the kitchen was nobody could come in here until
get out the grown folks' business. You know, the kitchen is where everybody congregates. Yes, that was definitely a big part of my life. And I became that too when I'm sitting around with my cousins or my sisters or I tell my niece and all my nieces, like, come on, y'all ain't grown folks' business. Y'all can't be in
you know, and I just love it because it goes to show you too that that's where the business actually started, was from your childhood. From your childhood. You know, you got to really see and witness what it actually means to follow in the direction of leadership. And you put that in the same corporation of your business, which I truly am honored to like interview you and showcase of, you know. Oh yeah, 100. So, like now I'm gonna show the Instagram. No, you're waiting for it. So her awesome Instagram page is Culinary God. She shows you every single inch of what she do, from down to awesome brunch vibes. That's what she says over here. Brunch. I mean, look at that. That look bomb. Woo! Wait, look at that.
What's a group called Marriage and Mimosas?
Oh, yeah, good. Oh my goodness! And then I know you have a little bit of the setup. How you set up? Here we go.
Good afternoon. It is Marriage and Mimosa Sunday. I am so excited for everyone to get here. Today we are going to talk about all things marriage and beyond. Marriage and Mimosa is about women coming together, pouring into each other, lifting each other up, supporting each other's business and endeavors and ideas. Marriage and Mimosa is about husbands and wives and children and families. Marriage and Mimosa is amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to get to experience it.
World in his palms, I keep still need Alicia. I hope he treats her better than Tommy Boy treated Keisha. You gotta love your queen, cause God knows that you need is real. It's real. UNITY. Even living single, we connected by the tribe. He's my queen. Know how to be.
That's women coming together. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the collabs that you did recently. With one, I forgot if I didn't catch her name. What was her name again?
That is Kelly Elam.
Kelly.
Her organization is Marriage and Mimosa.
Wow. And that's something that is so gorgeous, is that how food, once again, you bring it together. And it's like, and it was amazing because it's like, you know, you do play a huge important part. It's not just, you know, mimosas and such, but it's also we're talking and having a mental health conversation with husbands and wives and even children. And then you're also bringing the food right along to bring that healthiness, to make you physically feel that balance too.
Right.
You know, so how do you decide what meals will be perfect for certain events, especially when it comes down to certain events?
I pretty much ask them what their event is about. And then after that, as a true businesswoman, you always have to establish the budget. Because the budget lets you know how much they have to spend. And then I just tell them, I'll ask them, is there any must-haves that they have on their menu? The people that I've already established relationships with, which is also a blessing, and who know me. A lot of times they tell me their number. They're like, hey, I got an event. I got this coming up. If they don't know what they want, they can always go on my website. A lot of times what I love about my clients, or my family, I should say, that they let me be as creative as possible. And I always appreciate them for that, because of just the trust that they have in me. They're like, I know you're going to make something good. So just go and make the menu, and that's it. So just establishing that over the years is always great. But yes,
it's so amazing. I mean, you keep, like, once again, it's an establishment of trust too, because they got to trust you of what you will bring. It's art. It is true, essential art. It's not just like how you present and how it's meaning, but how it connects to topics and to pretty much programs and just groups in general and everything. A lot of people think, when you take a sit down in a moment and you just like really show embracement of acknowledgement and stuff, there is something a little bit deeper when it comes down to the foods. Because once again, it brings people together.
Right.
And it definitely brought me together to Yale.
Yes.
Video confession.
Yes, catering confessions with Culinary God. Yes.
Listen, man. So I don't know about y'all, but due to the circumstances, I mean, we really wanted to like do it live to both together and everything, but it's still okay. It's still good because I got my Culinary God meal. Okay. And we met up and she gave me a nice oh my goodness, a nice plate. I'm not gonna lie, I was licking the bowl. I just licked the whole it was so darn good. Look, I could keep on saying, but I'm gonna just let y'all watch the whole darn thing because that jug was good. Let me show y'all. Here we go.
Catering confessions is on. Hold on.
Wait.
Oh snap. Culinary God, catering confessions is on. Hold on. Let's see. Oh.
She done made me a bomb dinner for tonight. Now, you heard me. What we had here was a honey glazed apricot salmon. I don't know if she gonna correct me. Brocchini.
No.
Brocchini.
Broccoli. Broccoli.
Girl. I don't know about you, but your girl right here, she happy. And I'm damn sure I'm darn sure happy. Forget my love. Thank you. Culinary God, that's the one. That is the one.
Check me out tomorrow alongside Dejanay Clemens on Facebook Live at 5 p.m. See y'all soon.
You're natural.
Once again, it is brocchini. I mean, no, seriously, it was so amazing. It was really, really just so amazing. What you guys saw, she made me a honey apricot glazed salmon, which was so delicate and just light, and it just had that nice freshness. Then on top of that, oh my goodness, now I couldn't stop eating those potatoes. You had me like stuck and glued to your potatoes and to your brocchini, it's a long broccoli. And I couldn't stop eating it. And I touched you right after. I said, girl, you should have bought me some wine with this one, because that's how you messed me up. You got to do a re-over, because you can't just be fooling me with just that. But it was so, oh my gosh, like it was you on the plate. Mm-hmm. I got to understand and got to get to know you through that plate. And I knew exactly that's who Tai Clark is. You had your whole signature. Oh my goodness. So how is it like, processing, especially because pretty much you really are on your own making all these meals of these huge, vast meals. Like, what is it like with the process of doing huge, vast meals for parties by yourself?
See, it's really not that bad. I do have a staff as well. I hire them when I need them. But when you first start a business, you got to wear many hats because of the lack, and not being able to necessarily afford someone else to help you. And that comes in all aspects. But when I first moved back home, I was working at University Hospital in the dietary department. And the hospital is huge. And on my station alone, the workload was very, very large. So I would say every day, by the time you cooking chicken wings, chicken wings a day for the cafeteria, and you cooking for patients on the tray line, I was catering. I looked at that like, okay, I'm pretty much catering every single day for like 600 to 800 people. So it was like my training for my business. So therefore, when I started to evolve and I started getting large numbers and I'm not necessarily being able to afford someone else to help me because of the training from the hospital and knowing how to organize myself to get through the day every single day, that helped me with those large events.
Wow.
Yeah. Everything prepares you what you get ready for, and sometimes you don't even realize that, even in the moment.
That's very true. That's very true. Because like what we think, what's in front of us, like once again, what we think is in front of us, we think that it's permanent. Nothing's really permanent and prominent. Right. Nothing's really truly set in stone. And sometimes you need that exact moment to elevate you for the next part of your journey, because this is only the beginning. Oh, trust me, I know this is just only the beginning for you, because
thank you, sis. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. No. No, I agree with you 100%. I definitely agree with you 100%. Everything prepares you. And we got to be appreciative to those moments. You have your moments where you start bitching and complaining, but you got to keep it moving.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. Yeah. It's, because when you're dedicated and you're passionate about anything, especially what you do with food, when you're passionate and you show that love, it comes out and it shows. And then on top of that, we can taste how you're feeling. Yeah. And if you're coming up with that emotion and that grind and that heart, we're gonna tell. Anybody can easily tell. It's the same with, once again, it's the same with like music. It's the same thing with doing painting and artwork or such. It's no different from architect. We can see when you really grinding and shining and putting your heart in it, and then when you really just say, well, I just did what I had to do. You have to have what's so amazing is that you're teaching us how to have a mindset of dedication, saying each plate is going to be a graceful moment. And I love to learn a little bit more, because like you said, how long have you been teaching again?
I've been teaching high school culinary arts for 4 years.
Where at again?
I teach at Marion P. Thomas Charter High School.
Wow. And how has that been an experience of, once you was a student, now you're teaching students. So how was that as a transition of passing down your passion to other kids?
It was definitely, in the beginning, I would say that I didn't understand how challenging it can be to work with personalities. Being in the kitchen, you go in, you have your task, you complete your task, and you go home. And you work in the kitchen as a chef. The average hours for a chef is 16 hours. 8 hours is a half a day. But working with students and working with different personalities and trying to get through to each one, you have teachers have 90 to 150 students and have to deal with each personality on a day-to-day basis. It definitely taught me a lot. It definitely taught me to be more patient. It definitely taught me to be more forgiving, because I'm a protector of my energy. And if something doesn't sit right with my energy, I protect myself by kind of being distant from it, because you know how if you get a bad vibe, but teachers don't get that chance.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
have to connect with each personality on a day-to-day basis. And right now it's the most challenging part with COVID. But as far as relating that to when I was back in high school, I started a group chat with my parents, which is my mother, my father, and my bonus mother, because I have a bonus mom as well. And since teaching high school, I think I probably sent them a text message maybe once a week or twice a week saying, I'm sorry. Because you say to yourself, like, was I that bad in high school? Did I have that much attitude? But you just want to apologize because then you get it back. Like you get it back. They just had to deal with me. I got to deal with 90. Woo. So yeah, definitely, and I try to tell my students all the time, like, I'm from Newark too. I'm from Newark and I teach in Newark. So, I'm y'all. So that's the most rewarding part about it, is that I feel like I get to teach my kids from my city.
Mm-hmm.
I still live in Newark. Some of them I see often. So, I feel like I'm more relatable and I can relate to them because we walk the same streets.
Yeah. And that's so true, because, when somebody sees you pretty much in the similar shoes of what they are, it really gets them to motivate and be big.
Right.
Wanted to be willing to do even more with anything. That's what's really important about, once again, going towards our youth and really aiming towards our youth, because they are our future. They are our future, from president. I mean, they could be anybody, president, vice president. They could be all the way to the awesome best janitor. Who knows? But they can make a difference simply by, entering your class in such in that fashion.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I want to grow off of a little bit more into, how do you change the world with your awesome plate? Because you changed my world, I'll tell you that much. But how do you change the world with one plate at a time? How do you do it?
Are you asking for future plans of how I would change the world?
You tell me.
Tell me. I'm a firm believer in always, or just remaining a student, because I believe being a student of life, you can learn from anybody. I also believe in keeping your integrity intact and remaining passionate. Don't let what's going on in life beat you up so bad that you can't stay passionate.
Wow.
I also would what I'm going to do is I want to establish more programs in inner cities to be able to educate kids on culinary arts and the hospitality field. So if they go through my program, then I can train them, and they can also work for Culinary God. And them being able to work for Culinary God, they don't necessarily have to be a chef. Some people, me being a chef and being in the back, someone I went to culinary school with, her name was Michelle. You don't belong back here. She said, you got a voice, you can talk. People who are back here are mostly shy. So I feel like if my students become a part of my program and they learn different various aspects of the culinary field, I wanted to take them all around the world, and let it just continue to inspire. They could be a person. They could be a teacher. It doesn't matter. Let's just do it all. Let's just remain passionate about whatever it is that you do. So that's why I feel like you can change the world. It's just by remaining passionate in who you are and what you do. Girl, I love you. You know that, right? You know I love you.
Let's go. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. No, seriously, this is exactly what makes us move. This is what makes us move. This is what makes us grow. This is what makes us become successful beings. And I'm just so thankful that, number one, you embody what it means to be a motivation, a successor, but also just cultivate the whole idea of love through every single choice. And I want you to know too, I see that there's many others that sees that. I mean, even before we got on live, everybody, your sister, your everybody, your boy, everybody was like, you got this. And I gotta shout them out too, because when you got fam in the back and before you even on the live, hey, this is what you gotta do and everything. So I gotta, I gotta shout them out for real. I gotta shout out your whole fam, because this goes to show you we all need each other, and they're very highly important. And I want to definitely personally, I'm saying that personally, thank you for even being y'all too, because we wouldn't have Ty we wouldn't have Ty.
Thank you.
So once again, it is the one and only Culinary God, Tai Clark.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
100. So definitely, please. Oh yes, please. Definitely check out her page of food, of just any and everything. If you just want to even have some type of inspiration, definitely just come onto the page of Culinary God on Instagram. And she also has her link right here too, which I want to click on real quick. Let me show the folks that real quick too. You guys could also click onto her, connect, awesome cook, and gather laughter onto her food page. Check out her menu, see her services. Oh my goodness, I'm saying services. And you can contact her not only on the Instagram, but also just right here onto her website, myculinarygod.com. It is so worth it. You get to learn a little bit more about her, how to really do some awesome bookings and etc. And just simply, if you just wanted to chat, right here, you could go onto the page. I mean, everything else is right here. It's all about how you make it. So please, please, please don't just take my word for it. Experience and cultivate yourself into her amazing, awesome infused food. But definitely, thank you guys so much. Once again, I thank you so much for your time. I pray that all things go safe and sound. Seriously, it was such an amazing time to have you here. You have anything else you wanted to say too, by the way?
I wanted to thank you for having me on your show. I had a great time. I enjoy being around you. You funny, energetic, and you're an artist. I don't have my I hung my painting up that you created for me.
I can show the people.
But yeah, I love it. Show the painting. Show that. I love it.
I can show the people a little bit. I do little. I forget. I do a little something. She did buy one of my original pasters.
I want everybody to see the close up of one.
Hold on. Yeah, here we go.
Yes.
Here we go.
A woman just going through life and being happy about her experience. That's what I see when I see.
I was so happy. I was just so happy, man. I was so happy that it went to the right hands in the right time, and it got to the right person. Definitely, you are the true essence of American beauty, for real.
Thank you. Wait till I get my frame. I'm about to be acting up out here.
She already listen. When she first saw it, she was already planning the hour and know what it's gonna be. What's the sound? I got it.
That's it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning and having a bundle of time. Once again, we're going to love each other. We're going to hug each other virtually, safely, but most importantly, we're going to cook together with love, baby, love. Thank you so much, Tai. You guys stay blessed, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.